Back to some more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode we built the Empath Guild, so we got to meet all of our neighbours that we knew their locations for, but literally nothing else. We also got to see how comically bad Miriam's capital is. So, always enjoy clowning on the AI a bit, even when they have cheating helicopters. This should not be possible. Certainly isn't for the human player. This episode, we're going to go say hi to the final two people that we can now talk to. We've never spoken to before. And, yeah, let me know down in the comments. If anybody that's played this game, which faction do you like playing as the most? Can be from the base game, can be the expansion. Do you just like steamrolling things as the aliens? It doesn't do it for me. Like, yeah, not that much fun. Let's talk to Yang first, because he's probably going to be more disappointing. Yeah, he's ambivalent. Could be a lot worse. Another person that wants to attack Miriam. No, I'm good. He has 1, 2 wands, everybody. Terrifying. Yeah. Did he just declare on us? Yeah, he did. He didn't like that we wouldn't give him a free tech even though he has nothing going on. So he just declared war on us, so... Cool. Well, that went well. Let's try, let's try the Hive. No longer the Hive, the University. He has 1, 3 wands. I'll ask him if he wants gene splicing. I'll do it if he gives me a tech, and he says no, and I'm gonna say no as well. What about if I ask you to do tech for tech? Nope, he does not trust us. Cool. Okay, well, I guess Miriam was going maybe after the Hive, so bear with me for a second here because the UI is old. It's from Civ 2. I never played Civ 2. I'm not that old. Well, I guess I am technically, but I didn't have, I'm not from a gaming family. There is an option in here. Is it this? Okay, this is close enough. So there's a lot of information you can find if you want to wade through the interface. I don't recommend doing it for most things. But what is nice is in your best base, you can see who's got, like, say, the most minerals, for example, if you want to build a secret project, but that's not why we're here. Why we're here is because we're looking for... Well, actually, I'll show you the science one while we're on it. We're teching every 8 turns, for context. The Gaians are going every 16. The Hives every 28 years. The University's every 6. You expect them to be able to do the most teching. The Morganites are every 31 years. And they have no Conquer tech, you can see at the bottom. The Believers are every 30 years, and the Peacekeepers are every 20. So really, on the science game, it's the University that we have problems with. That's about it. That's not why we're really here. We can also see what kind of income they have going on. We can see what base is building what. We can do that for all the separate factions too, which is kind of cool. So we can see this information, we just can't see where their cities are. Didn't really explain that very well in the last episode, but I just wanted to show that. We can see who's building what secret projects as well. What's interesting is that the University is building the planetary data links in 2 separate cities. I do that by accident. The AI apparently is doing it on purpose. We don't have any satellites, so irrelevant. We can see what kind of units they have too and what kind of numbers they have, which again... useful, but we don't really want to get into it. You can also see what score they have if you're that type of person. But, yeah, there's a lot of information you can get. But what I want, and I can never remember, I think you might have to do an actual infiltration mission with a spy, is see who's at war with who. I could have sworn you could see that somewhere. Maybe you can, I just don't remember. Again, this game is old. I am fairly old. So that's my excuse, and I'm going to stick with it. This is Rocky, so we're going to get you to terraform and level while we're here. And we finally have a spy. I think if you do infiltrate data links, it doesn't make them declare war on you, but I don't remember for sure, so we're not going to do it. I just want to get a spy in a couple of our near-to-the-border towns, so that if Lal tries to steal from us, he's going to have a difficult time doing so. Man, this rover being in the way sucks. I'm very tempted to tell him to leave. But I'm worried if I do that, he might just say no, declare war on me, and we are hopelessly unready. So we're going to have to think about that. We'll just have to go the long way for now. Which involves going kind of around the entirety of everything. Get rid of that fungus while we're here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, Song of Planet is there. Cool. We can technically go in here now with no penalty because we're at war. That must be who Miriam's at war with, though. Based on what's happening around here and all her troops being near the hive, that has to be it. And I'm okay with that. If those two want to knock 7 bells out of each other, that keeps them away from me. So, realistically, that's A-okay. Yeah, there's who's at war.
Production complete.
Thank you for the perimeter defense. You'll be very glad I turned the sound down on some of these sound effects, because you can get to the point late game where an artillery unit might hit a stack of 20 units and it will make that sound for all of them. There is a way to turn off all of that and just do fast combat, but I still want you to feel the gravitas. I just don't want your ears to bleed at the same time, preferably. And there are some weapons in this game that sound horrendous. Like, thematically it makes sense that they do, but still, some terrible stuff. Let's get a research hospital. We haven't built one yet.
Production complete.
You've got the sentinels out. You're going to clear that fungus. This is rocky and arid. What a rubbish tile. We're going to terraform level so I can get a forest down. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we need to do terraform level. I had to think about it for a second. You have to duck out of the way. Move across. I'm almost tempted to try and settle up here first, you know, next to the ruins. But I'm worried that this is one giant landmass and Miriam will attack me. So we're going to go settle over here first with our land colony pod. That's why I'm trying to scout out where everything is. No, it might be an island. If it is, that's very exciting. Lots of forest. We just got attacked by fungus, which is very rude.
In the borehole pressure mines 100 kilometers beneath planet's surface, at the Mohorovičić discontinuity where crust gives way to mantle, temperatures often reach levels well in excess of 1,000 degrees Celsius. Exploitation of planet's resources under such brutal conditions has required quantum advances in robotic and teleoperational technology. Morgan Industries Limited Annual Report.
There's so much about this tech that's awesome. So industrial automation. Increased commerce, which is pretty good. It's not absolutely amazing, but that is pretty good. We have a social engineering choice. We'll talk about that in a minute. We can build hab complexes. So for Morgan, this is mission critical. For us, it just means we can get cities above size 7. The planetary transit system. An excellent secret project. Not the one we're looking for still, but very, very good. But the supply crawler is broken, to the point where sometimes I ban myself from building these, because the AI can't make use of them. At least not in any way that's efficient. So what a supply crawler does, is it sits on a tile, and it can pull all of one resource type. And it'll give it to the city that the crawler's assigned to. So let's say, I mean, the classic play is you build a borehole somewhere, it gets 6 or 7 production, depending on where it is, and you throw a supply crawler at it, and it just absorbs all of that production and gives it to the city that made the supply crawler. Now that we can build these, that becomes a genuine thing we might want to consider doing. I'm going to do it just to show you, but I'm going to not build a million of them and not abuse the system. Social engineering choices, we finally have a value option. So wealth, weirdly, is not the one that Morgan cares about. He doesn't actually care really about any of the values, particularly, because he's all about free market. But wealth tanks your morale, but gives you more production and more money. The +1 economy is not half as good as +2 economy. It's like a 10th as good. It just gives you 1 energy extra per base, which is fine, but that's not amazing. It does increase our income by 11, for context. But -2 morale is pretty bad when we're still dealing with planet. That's why wealth and free market is a hilarious combo. You make so much money, but your army can't fight for toffee. So it's almost never the decision to make. And we're still in this weird situation where I'm still considering if we just pick nothing. Democratic planned is a pretty good combination. You sacrifice 2 support, but the efficiencies cancel out, so you get 1 industry 4 growth in return for -2 support. This is pretty good. Although, hilariously, it would completely break even with our frontier and simple on money and science. This is just really good if you're trying to build your city population up, which we don't really need to do at the moment. But if we're going to do something, this would be the plan. We just don't want to anger Miriam, really. I mean, she's not that much of a threat to us, but I don't want to have to deal with her right now. We still haven't managed to get the tech that we're looking for, even though I'm focused entirely on the path to get there. But that's this game, baby. That's just the nature of blind research. Okay, so we've got a road. Get a forest immediately. Do something. Clear that fungus for me, please, mate. And yeah, we're clearly going to have to go to the smaller island over here first. It's just a lot safer. Ooh, no, thank you. Let's run away from that. Nope, nope, nope. So yeah, we got shot by that fungal launcher, which is very kind of it. Oh, he has the good thing. Like the really good thing that I haven't talked about yet. So we've talked about a few. Well, there's a mineworm too. Yeah, we've talked about a few pieces on this map that are really good, like the Sunny Mesa having extra height. But there's one terrain adjustment that I think is just miles above everything else. This one I'm tempted to go for a mine for, but no, we'll go solo.
Turn complete.
And I think the university has it. Yeah, here it is. So you see this really dark green that's not just trees? This gives +1 food. It's the monsoon jungle. This is what you hope you get. +1 food is just ridiculous early game. It makes me wonder... So, the Gaians and the Morganites appear to be on an island by themselves. And it looks like the Hive and the University are on their own one. Does that mean that the Believers are isolated? No, they can cross here. So they are all together, just in a really wonky way. Okay. Well, we need to deal with this, because somehow, for some reason, the mineworms ignored this chopper that's here, and it's going to come straight for us. 27 to 16 is not terrible. We nearly lost, which is comical, but at least we didn't. This fungal tower's done nothing. Have we even had any units coming out this way? Get that built. Spend a little bit of money. Planetary transit system. It's still going to take you 84 turns. I don't think anybody else said they were building it. We can check. Let's see if I can remember special project data. Yeah, nobody else is building the planetary transit system. So we could totally snipe that off Lal. That city is rubbish. We have 9 from our capital. It's as good a place as any to build it, I guess. We're going to rush that perimeter defense just to get it done. Yeah, I'd love to get that. Population 3 to start. I mean, it's not perfect, because a lot of the places you settle are not terraformed in any way. So you quite often lose a population point, but still, better than a kick in the face. I'm still thinking about sinking a tile here so we can skip this with our transport fleet. Maybe we will do that. I just have to be careful because I don't want to sink everything. And then split it up. Stop shooting my unit. Stupid fungal ball launcher.
Project initiated. Production complete.
I'm just there investigating. He's there trying to murderize me. You would probably benefit from a sea former, in fact. So let's do that.
Complete. Production complete.
Land cities can build them, so if they're coastal, it's definitely worth doing. Get you situated. You probably want to go farm Solar Road. You don't really have much in the way of minerals going for you. Okay, if we want to start reducing some of the distance, which, again, we have to be really careful when we do this. If we go here, I'm worried we might sink everything. Let's try it, because it's going to warn me if we're going to do something really dumb. You're going to do the Control-Shift-A technique. Like I said, we're not going to micro those guys. Stay in place. This looks pretty safe. This is separated too, so we have land to, places to land here. We're definitely going to get a colony out here somewhere. Let's see how much of it we can see. Oh, come on, dude. We're going to have to run away. Get you back in the city. I don't mind having that happen because it should slow the university down a bit, in theory. That spore launcher is still determined to shoot me. But I know it sounds weird, but I don't want to kill it because it will be annoying for the AI to deal with. Okay, yeah, so we have quite a lot of room out here. See, I'm sure this is where the ruins are. But they have a little bit of land on the side here for other cities. We can have, like, maybe 3 sea colony pods. And then have maybe 3 cities in there, too. That's really tasty. You're going to run away. You're going to run back to power grid. Before we take a pod on, we should settle our base first, just in case something horrible spawns. So where do we want to put it? Right on the edge? Probably. Please don't generate a mind worm. Oh, you piece. Okay, well that's fine. At least we have a chance to run away. The risk was always there. It was a risk I was willing to take. And we killed that fungal board launcher because it was determined to kill itself.
Production complete.
Energy bank is built. We're going to get another colony pod so we can put it on the transport when it comes back. Okay, so if we do terraform down...
Terraform command.
We would need... Okay, so if we do that, it's going to go below sea level. We need a sea former, which makes sense. Okay, we'll deal with that afterwards then. Yeah, we can't sink our former, which I mean, for sake of everybody there, I guess does make sense. Let's go clear some of this fungus then while we wait. I could level that right now, but I'm not going to. Let's go clear some more fungus then while we wait. I was tempted to put this on the coast now, because then that would make transferring units over really easy. Get a sensor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we're going to settle somewhere else in the meantime, so let's see what we can scout out. Okay, so the sensor is in place. Get a road over to Anvil of Man, please. And I guess we'll settle, like, maybe there. There's a pretty good, like, fertile tile here. So maybe we'll just settle, like, there. Not amazing, but at least it gives us a place to start. And we're not going to wait for the planetary transit system. It's going to take way too long. Craftsman Keep. You're still struggling for food, so in this case, we're going to get an aqua farm and turn these tiles into usable food tiles.
Complete.
You're going to move clear that fungus. You're going to sit in place. You are a Farm Solar Road boy. I don't want to settle right there because we'll put... maybe we'll put... Here's what I'm thinking. So, what we could totally do here is build a land bridge over here. It would mean our naval units would have a really hard time moving around. But it would also mean we have a contiguous land border. I'm not going to settle this coastline yet, because I don't know if we're going to do that or not. If I settle there, it's going to be the worst city in the world temporarily. I guess that's what we'll do. We'll just get formers over there. Don't want to be in Zakros borders because he'll be mad. Okay, so we've settled Assembly Hall. We definitely do want to get another unit out there. We're even going to get a perimeter defense first. Just to cover all of our bases. So much fungus on this map at sea. There's usually a fair amount, but there's a lot here. Hi Lal, you still love us. You know what? For 50 energy, I will take that map. I think that's a good idea. We will definitely give away optical computers because it does nothing.
Man's unfailing capacity to believe what he prefers to be true, rather than what the evidence shows to be likely and possible, has always astounded me. We long for a caring universe which will save us from our childish mistakes, and in the face of mountains of evidence to the contrary, we will pin all our hopes on the slimmest of doubts. God has not been proven not to exist. Therefore, he must exist. Academician Proctor Zaharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Intellectual integrity really only has one thing I care about, the Citizens Defense Force. Everything else, meh. More morale, but you have to pay for it is okay. Non-lethal just makes you better at policing, which we definitely don't need right now. And he has no more text to give us. Okay, I have nothing. Bye. Get away. I don't need a third probe team right now, that's fine. Get a biolab. We need to get our
Although
site.
planet's native life is based, like Earth's, on right-handed DNA and codes for all the same amino acids, the inevitable chemical and structural differences from a billion years of evolution in an alien environment render the native plant life highly poisonous to humans. Juicy ripe grenade fruits may look appealing, but a mouthful of organonitrates will certainly change your mind in a hurry. Lady Deirdre Sky, The Comparative Biology of Planet.
So we have a biology lab there. The Citizens Defense Force still hasn't been built. We probably won't make it in time, but we'll give it a go anyway.
Complete.
Maybe by then we'll have a tech that's unlocked another wonder. Another biolab. Get another colony pod so we can get it on that transport when it shows up. You're fully healed now. Probe team, let's get you again near the border. Get you as a farm mine road. We need to make sure we still have our production capacity in our capital. You're going to clear fungus. You have just cleared fungus, and you're kind of meh tile, so guess what? Forest for you. Like that. Our backup transport is back. I mean, it's incredibly dangerous to go through all this fungus, but I guess we'll try it. Oh my word. All of the fungus in the world. Hopefully that doesn't come over to Liberty Plan. We're going to wait, because I'm assuming there's mine worms somewhere nearby because we upset them. That's a bigger landmass than I thought. So what do we see of Yang? Yang is tiny. No wonder his score's so bad. And I'm not sure if I feel good or bad about that, because we want some check for the university. And he has so much jungle. Oh, that's gross. We're going to end up in a game where the university is going to have all the tech and all the population. It's going to be a nightmare. I can see it coming already. Looks like Miriam is just on an island by herself, though. So she's kind of self-contained. I hope she ends up attacking the university and not just capitulating. We'll see. What did Yang attack us? I don't know. We'll find out next episode, because I have a phone call to answer. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Like, subscribe if you did. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.